Good day to everybody. Man, I need to change this seat I'm sitting on, or do you call it chair? I need to change it. But guys, first and foremost, let me like my program. Yes, Ikem, good morning to you. Good to see you, my brother. Ikem is among the owners of this page. Man, let me I like dressing. Ejikeme, Chukwemeka, Nwafọ, Obi, fine name there. That name is Ejikemeka. No, Ejikeme, Chukwemeka, Nwafọ, Obi. That's a fine name. This morning is going to be an interesting... Mr. D, good to see you. It's going to be an interesting broadcast. Sylvester Obiyanke, good morning to you. Sylvester Semboja, I see you. These are two Sylvesters watching on YouTube. So, seems everybody is waiting for me this morning. And this morning is going to be an interesting one. I'm here to create awareness, nothing more, nothing less. How do we move our societies forward? I want this morning program, I'm prepared. You understand me? I'm prepared. Mihailo Milutonovic from Australia, I see you big time. You are from Serbia, I know. Either Serbia or Croatia. I know everybody because I live with them here. You are either from Serbia. Your family is Serbian. I know because I've been here for years. Yeah, I'm from Vienna. This is my home. Vienna is my home. I tell everybody that. I live here with a lot of Serbian people, Turkish people, and the rest. But I know Serbia. Many of them are here in Vienna, so I know many of them. My children played soccer with a lot of Serbian children too. I know when I tell people I am an old school, some don't know. I know everybody. Even your look, your outlook, your appearance is enough to tell me where you are from. I know Europeans, I know Scandinavians, I know Eastern Europeans, I know Central Europeans, I know everybody. You are from Albania. I know Albania. When I was in jail with one Albanian guy, 1995, a real dude. As at that time, the man was 45 years, a real G. The man was facing deportation, but real guy, man. He was 45 years then, a boxer. Real G, he spoke good English from Albania. We spent, like 3 months together before he was deported. Real guy, man. After that, I did not see him. There are some guy men, Albanian guy men, a lot. But the man was, I don't forget that guy. Very good-hearted. Taiwo Olowe, good evening. Happy Sunday to you. That guy was a real G. Abundance Grace, happy Sunday to you. Taiwo, how are you doing? Good to see you. So this morning we are going to discuss about insecurity in our societies. This program is going to focus mainly on Africa. You know, there are times we discuss world politics, but I do as the Spirit directs. This morning, we are going to discuss. There are so many things going wrong in our... Man, what is wrong with me this morning? I did not drink alcohol. I don't drink alcohol. Melkia Ogala from Norway. Beautiful name. Ogola, beautiful name. There are so many things going wrong. Man, you see me this morning. I didn't sleep very well, but I'm going to anchor this program. So many things going wrong in our societies, which we blame the government, but the fault is not always from the government. Guys, share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. I want to speak this morning. I want to see how many are we now? Not so many people. Like and share the broadcast. Bring in more people. Let's go. Or what's going on? Only Chukwuemeka Nwafọ Obi is the one that has been sharing my broadcast. Where are the other people? Or don't you want me to grow? Don't you want me to? Well, okay, let me keep it going. Who knows? There are people I want them to join this broadcast. I want some people to join this broadcast. Okay. Anyone that misses this broadcast can go to my YouTube channel and rewatch it. How many? Do we start going? Catherine Feshi Umeke. Beautiful name. Beautiful name and a beautiful woman. Catherine Feshi Umeke. I love this name. I love, when people answer their native names, it gives me joy. Brian Cho, Kenya represented. Jordan Sir, I see you. Good morning to you. I have a lot of people don't know. I have a lot of Kenyan fans, Ugandan fans. In fact, I've gone global. Blessing Osas, I see you. Good morning to you. People watch me from all corners, every part of the world. Blessing Osas. Blessing is from Edo State. Osas, I know a lot of, because many Edomites. Edo guys are my guys, so I know their names. Osas is Edo name. I have many Edo guys as friends. One thing about me is I love humanity. I love people. I don't do tribe. Come to Vienna, everybody is my friend. I have friends, even Arabs. I flow with everybody. I don't understand the people who hate another tribe or other race. Everyone is a friend. That's why I know everybody. If I see your name, I know you are tribe, I know where you are from. Guys, you're welcome. Even I've had breakthroughs in life from people who are not members of my tribe. Yes. I don't hide it. My breakthroughs, my destiny helpers, came from people, Europeans, people I don't know, I've never met. Man, if I tell you stories, but that's not why I came out this morning. I want to flow. So guys, you are welcome. Now, many of us, especially Africans, many people of African descent who are living in the diaspora are scared of going home, especially last Christmas or end of the year, because this broadcast is a non-religious platform. This platform is a non-religious platform. So we don't do Christianity or Islam or anything here. God's last born, I see you. We don't do tribe. This platform does not belong to any particular country. Everybody can join and contribute. We are humans first before any other thing. Now, insecurity in our societies. Many people, God's last born, I see you big time. Many diasporans refuse to go home to go celebrate end of the year. God's last born, I see you. To go celebrate end of the year. Because they are scared of going home. They are scared of insecurity, criminal individuals. They are scared of criminals. in their villages, in their towns, in their states. Many of you might think we are not, somebody like me, I'm making a big impact by creating awareness. Now, even myself, I'm scared of going home because nobody wants to lose his life. Me that is broadcasting them, because listen, life has no part two. Life has no duplicate. You might want to, if you want to play a strong man, go play strong man, and if you are unfortunate, they eliminate you. Your own is gone. Now, we talk about, I'm not bringing anybody in now because I'm just getting started. So, we talk about insecurity, kidnapping, armed robbery, corruption, and the rest of them. How did we get to where we are today as a people? The question is, how did we get, man, listen and share this broadcast. I will tell you, how did we get to where we are as a people today? How come we never made it? How come other races are moving ahead, progressing, and Africa and African countries are going backward? That's the question. Nobody want to invest in unsafe or insecure country. Nobody want to invest in a country that is not stable. Nobody. I'm not talking about economy here. I'm talking about any country that is not at peace, any state that is not at peace. Nobody want to invest or go on tourism there. Assume, Michael, watching from Italia, I see you big time. If you invest in a volatile region, this English, if you invest in an unsafe country, you lose your money. You regret your investments. This is one of the something many leaders in Africa fail to know. That a country at peace attracts investors. Any country that is at peace attracts investors. Now let's continue to move on. I'm going to start by telling you my personal experience here. When I came here. Now listen. Growing up in Africa, nobody asked me what I did for a living, how I earned a living. Nobody asked me, Mojoko, long time, good to see you. Mojoto, good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. Now listen, growing up in Africa, nobody asked me what I did for a living or how I earned a living. I discovered something about many African countries. The government, listen attentively, the government does not want to know how their citizens make money. Man, just hold on. And you will see with me why we have high rates of insecurity in our societies. Listen, I'm going to compare Europe to Africa, or the West to Africa. Yes. How were the Europeans able to progress and Africa not? What did they do wrong? What did the Europeans, what did they do right? And what did Africans do wrong? Now, growing up in Africa, nobody cares to know how you earn your money. Moses Kiare, Kenya represented. Growing up in Africa, nobody stopped me to ask me or question how I made a living. So when things got tough, I relocated to abroad, to Europe here. When I came here, that was the first time I knew wherever you go, you must carry your identity card. If you, as far as immediately you step out of your home, you need to go out with your identity card. I never knew this because in Africa, I did not carry my identity card along with me or wherever I went. I was surprised. You know, coming to Europe here, they see you, they stop you and ask you for your identity card. You need to identify yourself. They want to know who you are. I found it embarrassing, especially because, you know, as a dark-skinned African man, then there weren't many Africans here then. So I found it embarrassing. How come in Africa nobody asked me of my identity card, but now they ask me of my identity card? Let's go. Not only that, listen attentively. New immigrants are always controlled. Police will control. There is what we call Sasha. They control. Back then, they controlled us a lot. They stop you on the street and ask you for your identity card. It is offensive, but then you have no power. You are not legal in this country then. We were not legal. So, what do we... Tasua, today is not my birthday. The thing is, what do you do when you have no residence permit? See, they will tell you you are illegal in the country and you have no rights. If you are illegal in the country, you have no rights. But that's not why I'm here. Let's keep going. Now, it did not stop at that. So every new immigrant will get a letter from the police. Michele, Goliana, I see you. Every new immigrant, you get letter from foreign police. We call them immigration, Fremde Polizei, Fremden Polizei. Ogala, watching from Northern Europe. Good to have you here. Toso, I see you. I appreciate you. Happy Sunday to you. Now, let me tell you. So there are so many people who came to this country. They are waiting for the decision, asylum decision. Many are fighting for a way to get legal, to get documents. You know, this takes years. It takes a process. Prayer. A lot of people were deported. Many did not make it. Many made it. Now look at it. I was written by the foreign police wrote me back in the 90s to come to their station and explain how I was living, where I was getting money from. I wasn't the only one. Many people got the same type of letter, every foreigner. Listen, as far as you live in a house, they know you don't own this apartment. You live in a house. You feed yourself. You pay an electricity bill, but you have no job. The eyes of the police will be focused on you. You see how security works. As far as you are living in a house, you are not legal. You have no work permit in the country. You have no work permit because they know everybody. That was why I told you about identity management system. A functional country knows every citizen, everybody that enters the country and who lives. Now, every foreigner living in this country who does not have work permit or who has no job, you will get a letter from the police. Just to tell you how secured Europe, some countries, the West is. Everybody is monitored. Now you may ask, how do they know you? As a foreigner, the first thing you've got to do is to go to the police and register your address. We call it melde sete. You go to the police and then with your contract, house contract, you go register where you live. You must have an address. If you don't have an address, you are a criminal. So having an address is mandatory here. Gazette, it is law that you must have where you live. And where you live must be lodged by the police. Do you understand how this country, I'm talking about Austria. Everybody living in Austria here, his address must be known by the police. This is whether you are legal or illegal here, your address must be known by the police. Are you getting it now? So you go to the police, they register your home address, your apartment, your house number, your apartment number, and they will give you a paper. We call it medicete. If you want to go look for a job, every company will ask you to provide that your medicete, that's your house address. It's like a certain, you must give them your house address. If you have no house address, nobody will give you a job. If you have no house address, nobody will give you a job. To start with, even if you're a citizen here and you have no house address, no job for you. I'm telling you how a country secures her borders and the citizens. Listen. Now, you see many foreigners that came to this country. Many foreigners will get letter from the foreign police. Come and declare where you are getting money from. If you are getting money from asylum organization, they will know. Yes, Jaka, no job. If you have no address, you will not get no job. If you have no medicete, if you have no address, no job. If you have no address, no visa. Your visa is not renewable. That is it. Now listen to me. Now, when we came here, back then, the police will keep writing you. Everybody, come and declare how you are living. Now, you tell stories when you tell stories that are not provable, that makes you a suspect. First of all, before you go to the police, your document will be okay, because if your document is not okay, they will collect you from there. They will apprehend you from there. And somebody is saying, to claim asylum, no visa needed. Let me tell you what you don't know. Listen. Before, not everybody that applied for asylum got asylum positive. Listen first. Not everybody that applied for asylum, many were rejected, many got negative. So the people that got negative asylum application, you see them appeal that negative result. They appeal it. While waiting for the appeal, what are they going to eat? Because when you get negative, you don't get any assistance from anybody. But within this period, how are you going to be surviving? So I know what I'm talking about. So many people came here, applied for asylum, and it was denied. Later, they still appealed and they were allowed to stay. It took years. So when I know what I'm talking about. Not everybody came here as an asylum seeker. Not everybody. Now listen. So the police would write you. Casilda Leon has. This is anybody that is living in Germany, in Switzerland, in Austria will know what is Medesete. Anybody, and these countries are secured. Anybody that lives in Germany, Austria, and Switzerland will know what is Medesete. That is, you must register your address, and the police will have it. You must register where you are living. Do you understand me? The police has your address. Now, so if you come here newly and you have no job, you have no work permit, and you are paying rent, buying food, paying your bills, the police will write you to ask you, where are you getting money from? And let's say you just appealed your asylum, you appealed because you were denied, and you're waiting for the results. Because you have no proof of where you are getting money from, they will set criminal police after you. Criminal police will begin to monitor you to know where you are getting money from. You will not know. Not uniformed official police. Criminal police will go after you. If you are a drug dealer, whatever you are doing, they monitor you and they will apprehend you. I've seen it happen over and over again. In many cases, they ask you for your telephone number. You think, if you know how advanced many of these Western world countries are, when they come, sometimes, do you have your telephone number? You drop your telephone number. They monitor your line, your calls, who calls you and who you call. They monitor you for years until they catch you. It may take a year, 2 years. They will be following you until they catch you, throw you inside jail, or send you back to where you come from. Listen, many people, even citizens, if your character is questionable, somebody said it's not true. Don't talk what you don't know. Do you know how long I've been here? You say what? Do you know how many of my friends were caught? Do you know people that came? Don't come here and say it's not true. So you are telling me telephone lines are not tapped. Do you know how many of my friends that came to line and they went to court? They told me how their telephone line was tapped as an evidence in court. Stay there now, because I don't know how long. Are you talking to somebody that has spent almost my life I've spent in Europe here? I've met guys that went to prison. Because if you say it's not true again, I'll block you. Fatma, you are right. If the guy makes such a comment again, I'll block you. Why do you think police tap lines, telephone lines? Thank you, Mikel. Everybody is confirming it's true. Why do you know my friends that came to me and told me their stories? Now, see, when they suspect you have a questionable character, they tap your line. See, they know your voice. They know your voice, even your voice. They know, even if you change line, if you change telephone number, they know your voice. Inam, I see you. Now, as far as you have no work permit, you have no residence permit, you are a suspect, they start to monitor you. That way, they will eventually catch you. That is how countries secure their place. Now, listen attentively. In contrast to Africa, Lynn, I see you. In contrast to Africa, listen. You go to Africa, you see somebody become rich, a millionaire overnight. In Africa, many countries in Africa, you see a young man who has no job, no business, no skill, begin to buy houses, buy cars. Police don't invite these people for questioning. Listen, I'm going to tell you the root cause of the cause of our problems. Somebody, a young man who has no business, he has no shop, he has no skill, and you see this person buy a house, build houses, buy different cars, spend money. You see African police turn blind eye to these people. They don't ask them, what's the source of your money? Where did you get this money from? You see our problem in Africa. This is what we call insecurity. You understand me? This is what we call insecurity. Now, let me go further. Police in Africa don't call idle people for questioning. In the first place, in Africa, we don't have medicine. There is no registration of address. Computerized registration of address to know where each person lives. You see the problem? Nobody, the government does not know your address. The police does not know your address. In Europe here, it is stored in computer. It is in the data. They know where you live. As I make this broadcast now, they know who is talking. They know my name. They know my platform. They follow my page. Let's continue. Now, I want to tell you the cause of insecurity in Africa. I've been saying it, and the government need to take note. African governments need to take note. I've been watching what's going on in many African countries. During wedding ceremonies, burial ceremonies, birthday parties, you see somebody spend millions of dollars to conduct burial ceremony. Listen attentively. You see somebody spend millions of dollars to conduct burial ceremony, and you see African people will be applauding him, singing praises, calling the person a big man, a billionaire. Listen, an individual will bring out millions of dollars to conduct burial ceremony of the father, the mother, or whosoever. Listen, since I was born, since I've been living in Europe here, I've never seen where Europeans waste such money. I've never seen where Europeans waste such amount of money to bury their deceased ones, their mother, their father, or any family member. You see some ignorant people say, this is African culture. This is bullshit. Billionaires, let me tell you, here, when somebody dies, they just take the person to the cemetery, lay the person to rest, and that's it. You don't even see anybody throw parties. Now, these people that are spending billions to bury their parents, they have poor people in their villages. May I share this broadcast? They have poor people in their villages. The community they came from is in darkness. In the first place, these people that are conducting funeral ceremony with billions, they are responsible for the crime going on in our societies. These people that are going to parties and throwing money, they spray money. They are responsible for the crime going on in our societies. I will tell you how and why. You see, all these people have made that video before and are making it again. All these people you see that throw money everywhere. Bond, 1 second, guys. Share this broadcast. So I'm back. Man, you know I've got cough. Somebody say, why am I angry? Wait. So I'm back. So, now, I want to take it cool. Are you getting me? Now, you see these people that spray money at occasions. When they go to occasions, they spray money, bundles of money. They contributed immensely to the crime going on in our countries, in our villages, in our towns. You don't know. All these people that are they're showcasing money in public, they contributed, this is not even the fault of the government. See, let me tell you what a lot of you do not know. You did not make money for us. Listen attentively. You did not make money for us. You made money for your own use. We don't care. You don't show us that you made money. What are you? Who you want to show off for? To us, you may say this is not jealousness. You are primitive. You are primitive. Do you understand me? You are completely primitive. World richest people don't show off. They don't buy expensive cars. Have you seen any billionaire, Europeans, white people, throw money at parties? Have you seen it before? Have you seen world richest people throw money at parties? You see, I told you guys, we are our own problem. Listen attentively. Hey, don't say different cultures. This is what has caused kidnapping and armed robbery in our societies. Don't say it is don't say it. That's not a culture. See, don't say it's a culture. It's not our culture. This is why. How can you be throwing money? Listen attentively. How can you be throwing money in a country where most of the population, most of the people are poor? We are in social media era. There are so many hungry, poor people we have in our societies. As you are showing that money on social media, see, these people are the ones that corrupted our youths. These people are the ones who corrupted our youths. You spray money at occasions. You showcase your wealth. You want to show the unemployed youths who have not eaten for days. You know the kind of poverty that prevails in Africa. Unemployed graduates, People who do not know where their next meal is coming from. And you spend millions of dollars to bury your mother, your father. And you don't see, let me tell you, let me tell you what you do not know. What the eyes does not see, the mind does not grieve about. Did you hear me? What the eyes does not see, the mind does not grieve about. When you throw money, bundles of money, at occasions you throw money, what do you think the poor, what do you think will be going on the minds of the poor people? What do you think will be going on in their minds? How are they going to become like you? Because you are, to them, you are a role model. You've made it. What's a role model? That thing you are doing, that money you are spraying, children are watching it. Young men and young women are watching it. That is why in today's society, our youths don't want to go learn skill anymore. They don't want to work anymore. Our youths do not want to work anymore. They want to get rich overnight. Miss Folashade is in the building. I appreciate you. That is why our youths don't want to go to work anymore because of what they see on social media. The so-called big boys, somebody will come online and broadcast how much he's spending to bury the mother, bury the father, millions of dollars in society where people are not worth 100 euros in a month. In society where some people don't earn 100 euros in a month, you are spending. White people don't waste money like this. White people are more compassionate than black people. I'm not telling you, don't give your mother, your dead mother or dead father, the last respect. But that money you spent can empower your village, your town, youths in your village. Now, the dead are gone. Dead people are gone. Why waste such money to bury your mother, your father? You are a bad influence. You are a bad influence. You are a bad influence. And the thing is, listen, the thing is, after spending such huge amounts of money, huge amount of money, kidnappers will start coming after you. See, armed robbers will start coming after you. You caused the problem. I told you guys, these rich people, the so-called big boys, they caused the insecurity in our societies. They don't know it. You showcase you have money. You become a target to kidnappers and armed robbers. Now, you want to show you see the black man does not think. You want to show you are a big man. You are rich. Many criminals are online. Many thieves, many kidnappers are online watching what's going on. And that is how they operate. You don't know. Many kidnappers follow the trend, follow what you are doing. And because you claim to be a big boy, a big lady, listen attentively. Now, you invite your rich friends to your burial ceremony. You invite your rich friends, your big boys, fellow big ladies, where who is who will gather. Now, after inviting these big boys, the black man, just watch you, listen attentively. They will come to your occasion to spray money to throw bundles of money. People are watching. Criminals are watching and observing the faces of these people that are throwing this money around. They are observing all the people that came to your occasion, the big boys. That is, in that occasion is where they know the big boys, the names. Gradually, they begin to target you. This is why I told you, these people you call big guys are among the people who cause insecurity in our societies. Now, listen to me very well now. Now, the so-called billionaires, these rich people, they buy themselves, they can afford security. To tell you how selfish the black man is. These big boys now, they can buy security, buy the security, like the police guides them. Soldiers guides them because they can pay it. How about poor people or average people who cannot afford that private security? In our societies, to tell you that a lot of people are selfish, the rich are selfish, and they don't want the general good of all. You have money, you value your life, you can buy security, you can buy the police, you can buy anybody. Listen, how about the poor people who cannot afford it? Okay, you call yourself a billionaire. We agree, you are a billionaire. There are businessmen who are doing good. Nobody knows them. But do you know, criminals will go after these businessmen who have no security because they cannot be moving about with security every day of their life. You see kidnappers, you see armed robbers go after small businessmen and women, kidnap them. Because they want to get rich fast. They want to be like you that is throwing money around. You that is spraying money. The young boys want to be like you because you are setting an example, and a very bad one. A very bad one. After you see them start complaining, our societies, our region, our country is unsafe. Who made it unsafe? This is why I tell you guys, it is not entirely the fault of the government. You caused it. You want to show off. You want to impress women. You want to impress men that you're rich. Somebody may say, Oga, go and make money, go and chase after money. Listen, let me tell you, I am a civilized man. See, let me tell you how things are done in Europe here. If you invite me to a birthday party, if you invite me, how we do it in Europe here, if you invite me to a birthday party, I will go to the supermarket, to the market, and buy you a gift. A gift. Packet it. And on the day of your birthday, I will give you that gift. Get that gift, and nobody will know it. Nobody will see it. If it is a car, I want to gift to you. I'll go buy that car and give it to you. If it is money, because sometimes children want money. Like children, during their birthday, they want money. How we do it here, nobody carries money around. You see parents or friends put money in an envelope. Put money in an envelope and give the person. You will not know how much they give the child or the friend. And let me tell you, here in Europe, nobody celebrates birthday to get gifts. People celebrate birthday to mark a beginning, a new beginning in their life. It is in Africa that some people want to use birthday to oppress others, to showcase their wealth. When I look at Europeans' way of life and I look at African people' way of life, I keep telling you, the black man like oppressing another one. So many people made money to oppress the poor or their perceived enemies in Africa. They make money. The reason they made money is to oppress their perceived enemies or the poor. And I don't see it here in Europe. Let me tell you, there are Europeans, they tell you they are rich, but you wouldn't know. Let me tell you how they spend their money. You will not even know. Here in Austria, let me tell you what you don't know. There is a charity organization called Light in Darkness, Licht in Dunkel. Listen. Light in Darkness. It has been in existence before I came into this country. This Light in Darkness, billionaires and millionaires here, sometimes like during Christmas or New Year, something, they go on air, on television. You see people pay money inside you will not know who paid money. They pay money inside their account of these charity organizations. And this money is properly managed. There is accountability. Do you understand me? There is accountability. There is proper accountability. So you see, during festival periods, you see that Light in Darkness, people pay money into it. People pay money into it. Different people. Sometimes you see some people pay 10,000. You'll be seeing the amounts they paid. 10,000, 12,000, 50,000 euros, 100,000 euros. And now let me tell you, this money they pay. This money they pay. This Jacka, you are disturbing here. If you don't take time, I'm going to block you. Be careful. Don't distract my audience, my viewers. Do you understand me now? Now, this money, the rich pay. People pay, contribute. This is money they use to take care of the less privileged in the society. The physically disabled. The widows. The government is there, but take for instance, there is what we call here Frauenhaus, where there are places, if you have problem with your husband or your wife, you go there and stay until the dust settles. You see, these charity organizations, they build homes for emergency. That is, homeless people, and then they give you food. They build homes for divorcees, people who are divorced. People who are suffering domestic violence. Women who are in abusive marriages. These charity organizations here in Europe build these homes. In case you have problem with your wife or your husband, you go there. That is what they use this money for. You can stay there for 6 months, 1 year, you live free, and you'll be feeding. You see how Europeans organized their lives. Have you seen how Europeans organized their lives? Now the black man who is throwing money around, the black man, his village, there is no hospital, there is no school. His village has no amusement center. This is why I agree with one of my followers yesterday. See, sometimes I ask myself, did these people actually make genuine or good money? Listen, did these people that we call billionaires in our societies, did they make genuine money? Because many of them, if they made genuine money, they would have good mind to help the poor and the needy in our societies. I cannot understand somebody who there is no road to his father's house. There is no electricity in his village. The primary school attended, he attended is dilapidated. The churches or mosque in his community is messed up. The people that are throwing this money, you go to their villages, no infrastructures. Why don't you use this money and improve the living condition of your people? You see the difference between the Europeans and the typical African man. Today, if you go to many African countries, people are scared. We are not free. Here in Europe, I'm not scared of being kidnapped or being robbed. Nobody does that. Nobody will come after me. The question is, why are we the way we are? Let's go to another topic. Now let's go to another topic. Yesterday we spoke about good governance in Africa. How do we better our societies? Or how do we make our societies better? Now let me tell you. Somebody said you get kidnapped everywhere. See, don't talk what you do not know. Where I live, in the Western country, you don't hear about kidnapping. If you do it, you are gone because the government knows you, the police knows you. You just came here. You don't know what you're talking about. There is no, maybe you are a kidnapper. Come and try it in Europe here. Everybody knows. Let me tell you, you can't kidnap any because your telephone numbers are registered. Your SIM card is registered and they know who uses that SIM card. You cannot kidnap nobody here. If you try it, you are gone. Try it and you spend the rest of your life in prison. You understand me? Try it. Why are people running to Europe? Who is this person? It's like, see, you cannot be... Come and try it now. Europe is a big continent. Where do you want to kidnap somebody in Germany or in Austria? If you come to Austria, where I live, and kidnap person, you are gone. Your life is over. If you come to Austria and commit a crime, your life forgets your life. You said, what's the name? You say coconut water. Oh, you have try it now. If you're a kidnapper, you are hiding your face. Go and kidnap somebody. Go and kidnap somebody and demand for ransom. Go and kidnap somebody and demand for ransom. If you say you get liver, why do you go and kidnap now? Go and kidnap somebody and get and if here I live in Austria here. If you commit crime, there is nobody that sold drug that was not caught. I live here. There is nobody that sold drug that did not have, there was no caught. If you kidnap anybody in Europe here, try it. Ordinary robbery, try it. Let me tell you, I don't need to scream. One of my friends, you saw that my friend I made a video with, he was running a boutique shop. Somebody said, I am frustrated. Do I look like somebody who is frustrated? Look at me very well. Somebody said I'm frustrated. How? Don't you like the awareness I'm creating? You look at me. You say I'm frustrated. Look at me very well. How? Do I look like a frustrated person? This thing I'm having here, this heart, can buy you tickets to your country. This heart can buy you tickets to your country. A ticket, this thing you see here alone, can buy your flight ticket to your country. I'm not your mate. So now let's go. So before you say my coming out alone, we build a bungalow. My appearance, we build a bungalow in your village. You get the gist now. It's no joking. I don't joke. If you calculate what I'm putting on everything, we build a bungalow in your village. How am I frustrated? I have 5 grown children. You are asking me what's my profession. Why should I tell you my profession? You want to come and kidnap me? Because why should I tell you my profession? Why should I tell you my profession? You want to know my profession. You know rich now. So now let's go. Now, there are cases of armed robbery in here, and they were all caught. There were cases of armed robbery here, and they were all caught. Because there are cameras everywhere. The country is well secured. The country is well secured. Since I've been living here, if you kidnap anybody, you will be caught and you are done for. Your own is finished. That one. Guys, as you watch me, you go to my YouTube channel and subscribe to my YouTube page at Uncle Rody. You go to Uncle Rody now on YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Or go to that link. You see that link on my bio. Bio there. I say bio, big. Bio. And then press that link. It will direct you to my YouTube channel. Now listen. We are talking about how we are going to build our societies and make it sane, like European society. Yes, it is doable. How do we make our society safe? Now, I told you guys my story. I told you my story. How I went to Africa, bought medications, and they were all fake medications. I nearly died. The medications they sell in many of the African countries, who are the manufacturers? Who are the people that are producing this, manufacturing these fake medications? Let's go there. We are done with spraying money. Now let's talk about medications. Many people are dying of kidney-related diseases. Kidney-related diseases. Now listen. In Africa, it is rare, very difficult to get genuine medications, drugs, tablets. Most of them are fake. Who are the people producing these fake medications? The black man. You want to get rich overnight. You are poisoning your own people. Europeans don't do it. Chinese people don't do it. The only people that poison their people are black people. You manufacture poison in the name of medication and you sell it to your people and they drink and die. Because you want to build duplex, you want to drive expensive cars, you are... See, anybody that is manufacturing fake medication is a murderer. See how many people go to Africa. It is now an epidemic. Everybody, children have kidney diseases, kidney failure. Everybody. Because of fake medication. Some people said it was as a result of alcohol, fake alcohol, but medication. It happened to me. Let me tell you, even the time I came back, I made a video about it. Somebody said, it has been like that. Why am I making video about it? I should stop. The black man does not want to get things right. You support corruption, evil. Somebody had the mind to tell me, why am I talking about fake medication? They are poisoning the people. And you are telling me, why am I talking about it? Some even came to say, what is wrong with this man? So, to tell you the kind of hearts we have, and these people go to churches, they go to mosque. You get mind to manufacture fake drugs, fake medication. Nobody knows what you put inside. Old people, people who are sick, went to the chemist, pharmacy, with their money to go buy medication in order to feel better, to get healed, only to buy fake drugs. And their case will worsen. You are making money and people are dying. Guys, listen. One time, I traveled to Africa. Let me tell you guys the story of what happened to me. I traveled to Africa. When I went, before I went out, it was an emergency travel. So I had no time to go to my practitioner, to go to my personal doctor. I said to myself, when I get to Africa, I was going to buy medication there. Because normally, I buy Larium or I buy antibiotics for the period of time I was going to stay in Africa. So now I forgot to go to my doctor, you understand me, to go get prescription. So I felt like when I get to Africa, I buy myself what's it called? Medication, antibiotics. When I reached, the first thing we did after we landed, we got to our place, was to go to the nearby chemist to go buy the medication. When I went there, we bought it. The packet was real. If you see the way they sealed it, as a novice that came from Europe, I was 100% sure that the medication was original. If you see, these people have machine that they package these medications, antibiotic, every type. Man, I bought it. Just looking at the package and the way they did how they did everything, I assumed it was original. I drank one. I gave my wife one to drink. First day, I did not see any effect, because now let me tell you, if when you take antibiotics, original one, because that's what we sell here, let's say augmentin capsule or whatever, when you take original antibiotics, if you go to the toilet to urinate, you will perceive the smell of that antibiotics. Are you listening to me? If you take antibiotics and go to toilet, you will perceive the smell of that antibiotics. So I and my wife took the antibiotic we bought in Africa the first day. I said, what? Second day, I did not perceive any smell. You know, my wife is a very cunning woman and she's sharp. After the second day, we were to take it for 2 weeks. I asked my wife in the morning, I said, have you taken your medication? She said no. I was busy taking mine. After like 3 days, I did not know my wife opened one of the tablets, the medication. And she called me, said, Oga, come on. He said, look at what we bought. I opened it. Man, it was like shock. Gary, they just, mixed what I don't know what it was, and then sealed it, and that was that is, man, if you see what black people are doing to each other, in fact, the black man, I saw what I've been taking. That is, I went to the chemist, I bought it. I wanted to call the police. I said, man, I don't want any police case here or whatever. I just looked at the boys and the Oga and everybody that we are selling, those people. I said, I should forget it. I forgot it. So, few days after, when I ate egg roll at the airport, I ate egg roll at the airport. I was eating a lot of things I bought. On the day of my flight, I boarded my flight. As the flight took off, the moment the flight took off, I did not get myself. I did not get myself. Now listen, I drank water, like 3 liters of water. You know, they were offering us wine, beer, food. I couldn't eat. I said I needed water. The whole of my body was tasty, dehydrated. I wanted water. I was drinking water and I wasn't feeling, that is, after a while, I felt pressed, like to go urinate. I went to the toilet. I could not urinate. I tried to urinate. I couldn't. We flew from Africa and we transited in Europe here. I was not able to go to toilet, but I was pressed. I felt like collapsing. When we transited, now I called my wife. I said, man, I wasn't getting myself. I felt like dying. That wasn't juju, because I did not stay with anybody. I stayed in my own place. Nobody came to visit us. That medication and what I ate. So now I told my wife, I said, listen, it seems this is going to be my last day. I wasn't getting myself. I said, the only thing you can do for me now is just keep supplying me water. She started giving me water. I drank more than 5 liters of water before I was able to go urinate. Now listen, when we came back, because I was still having that medication, that's antibiotics I carried. I was still having it here. It was like a few years ago, I threw it away. So, when we came back, man, I brought out that medication. I opened that capsule inside, white capsule. The capsule, they used pepper like this to cover it, pepper. I was removing the capsule, pepper. If you see what they put inside that human beings are drinking, you cry. If you see what black people are doing to their own black people, my wife was screaming. That ended me buying medication in Africa. 60 to 70 medication they sell in Africa are fake medication, fake drugs. If you want to buy anything, go to registered pharmacy if you can. The mistake I made was not calling the police for that chemist. The next time, the mistake I made was not calling police for those people. You know, we were about to move. And I don't have, the thing is, somebody told me if you call the police, they will know you came from abroad. They will even be demanding money. At times, police will want money to do their job. They want bribe to do their job. The police want money. Let's go to another topic. See, if you're watching me, if you're living in abroad, and you want to go back, make sure you take medications. If you take medication from here, take medication from here. If you go, thank you so much, fella. Take medication from here. Buy medication from here, from Europe. If you say you want to buy medication in Africa, then you will buy that is fake medication, and it might harm you. So let's go for now. Thank you, fella. I appreciate you for the heart. Money bag, I see you big time. Let's go forward. How about, let me tell you what I witnessed. Did you know this bottled water? What? Let me show you now. I bought, this is water now. Okay? This is water. Okay? I bought waters like this, fake water like this. I don't need to call the names. In Africa. Hey, J Prince, keep quiet. I'm telling you what I witnessed. You say this is misinformation. Stay quiet. Stay quiet. What happened to me, and it has not the first time. I have friends, when I was living in Africa, I have friends that manufactures fake alcohol beverages. Don't say it is misinformation. If you're into such a business, don't come here and mislead people. I'm telling you what has happened to me. Do I look like a small boy for you? Do I look like a small boy to you? Do you know how many times I've bought fake medication? I told you, we went to Africa. I bought water. They sell fake water like this. Plastic water, what's it called? They manufacture fake water. I did not know. So I told my wife, I said, listen, if pure water, that's what they call pure water. They sell fake ones. Now, I told my wife, I said, listen, and to be buying, to be cooking for us. One guy that lived in US that stays in the same estate said, listen, that he boils his own water. They boil it and they drink it. He boils the water and drinks. Now, we went. The network is not good. Kiss Daniel, is the network okay? Guys, are you hearing me properly? Kiss Daniel, is the network okay? Is the network cool? Man, we bought fake pure water. Fake pure water. I went to a supermarket, not these big ones. I've been carrying pure water and it was fine, just like close to European standard. So I went to a neighbor's store. I said, I don't want to go far. I decided to buy pure water from this woman. 12, they are 12 in number. I bought this pure water. It was smelling tasty. I looked at the plastic they use to cover it. They manufacture fake pure water in Africa. You see how we poison our own people. You see how we poison. They manufacture fake pure water. Be careful. Let me go further. Now again, when I was in Africa, you know this, we call it here safts. You call it juice and the rest. Listen, when we buy all these mineral drinks, you see all these mineral drinks, they manufacture fake one. I don't need to call names. Many of these mineral drinks they sell to you are fake, adulterated. Man, one time I traveled to Africa. I had the desire to taste it because I enjoyed it during my childhood days. I said, let me buy bread and buy myself a particular mineral drink. When I took my bread, I took the bread and then opened. Now a lot of them are in canned drinks. Some of them they manufacture it in can. You don't know that the can will look original. The can will look like original, but if you open it, man, I said, this wasn't how this thing. Fake, they put high the people. I bought two. I threw it away. For those of you who are arguing me, I have a friend. I had a friend, not now. In the 80s, his profession, we don't call names, was to manufacture fake alcohol beverage. Fake alcohol, that's what they do. Whiskey, brandy, any kind, wine, everything fake. Back then, you know, Europe opened my eyes. I thought it was a genuine business. What they sold was fake drinks. Any kind of fake alcohol, they will manufacture, they have it. They will sell it. Wine, fake, they will sell it. Back then in Africa. I don't call names. So I lived with them. So stop saying I'm giving wrong information. I witnessed it. If you do not know, we sold patent medicine in Africa. Okay? So I know what I'm talking about. Back then in Africa, many dealers manufactured fake medication. We had 3 shops at Headbridge, Onitsha. If you don't know, my father was a major distributor of Patterson Zeconis. Do you understand what I'm talking now? I know some people in our line, or what they were selling that time. I'm talking about 70s, 80s. What they were selling was fake medication. I'm telling you. Now, these things haven't stopped. Why do you think people are suffering kidney diseases, kidney failures, liver failures today? Why do you think it's happening? You poison people. On Sundays, you go to church. You poison people. On Fridays, you go to mosque. I told you guys, a lot of people you see, you sing their praises, they have blood in their hand. Many people you sing praises unto, they have blood in their hand. Yes, PZ Industries. Yes, I don't need to say much here. Do you understand me? I'm telling you, so some people, I don't need to go deep. Some people don't know. Do you understand what I mean? So, you discover, we are our own problem. It is not entirely the problem of the government. Our people refused to do the right thing. Or, do I say, people want to make money quick. They want to make money overnight. Now, if you look at all the things I've told you guys here, you will discover that The problem of the black man is greed. The problem of the black man is greed and lack of love for his own people or their own people. You that is a manufacturer of fake drug, you need to repent from your ways. You are a killer. What goes around comes around. These things you are doing will affect your children. Now let's go further. This own topic now has been addressed. Let's go to another topic. The next topic I want to talk about now is native doctors in our societies, in African societies. Native doctors are one of the problems we have in our societies. I'm not telling you that all the native doctors are bad, but native doctors are among the people who have spoiled, corrupted our youths. Native doctors. There are good ones, but there are so many bad native doctors. Listen attentively and share this broadcast. I've been following what's going on online. Listen. The problem we have today is also caused by native doctors in our societies. I watch videos. My network, you mean it? My network is keeping. Is it okay now? Now, I've seen native doctors. Listen, I'll tell you where our problem lies. Many young native doctors, old native doctors, you see, they have scammers, fraudsters as clients, customers. Native doctors go online and tell people to come to their shrine that they will manufacture voodoo juju. They will prepare voodoo juju for them. Young boys, they are telling young boys to come and do juju in their place or at their place. They will prepare juju for them to go and steal from Europeans. That they will prepare sham from them, and that sham will make their victims pay them money. Listen, all these native doctors that are encouraging evil in our societies are part of the problem. There is no right thinking or good native doctor who will encourage evil. You are preparing sham for fraudsters to go. You are preparing shams for fraudsters to go scam people. You are an accomplice. Listen, these native doctors are accomplices. You prepare sham. You prepare sham for young boys to use and go scam their victims. How can you? And you tell me you are God, not even godly. You tell me you are worshiping, you are dieting, you are doing things. How can you support criminality? You are not a native doctor, because native doctors are saints. You support criminality in our society, and when they come after you, don't run. You are fighting evil. Sham for people to go steal. And listen to me, you that is preparing sham for people to use it and defraud other people, you are a criminal. You are a criminal. Yes. How can you support evil? Those people they are stealing from, they are human beings. They have families. They have financial responsibilities. They have those people you are preparing, you want them to go steal from, are human beings like you. You aid and abet crime because you support crime. You prepare juju, voodoo, for people to use that juju to go steal from other people. And you want your country and your society to be good. You want to have a sane society, but you aid and abet crime. Native doctors should, the kind of juju, did you know that native doctors back then were revered, they were respected. Many of them, when you get poisoned, they heal you. When you have bone problem, they heal you. There are so many, areas they can help humanity. But today's native doctors, what they do is evil kind of juju. How they use their juju to obtain from people, steal from people, and other things like that. Again, did you know many of our youths now don't want to go to work? Because of these native doctors. Many youths today are big time into juju. These native doctors come online and tell the youths they can make them rich overnight. In a hub, say under 1 week, 4 days, 8 days, they will make the youths rich. Say they can prepare every kind of juju. And these youths, these young men, believe them. That's why you see no young man want to go learn skill anymore. No one want to go serve, do apprentice, whatever, what is it called? Back then, you see some boys, many boys were humble. They go serve their master for 5 years, 6, 7 years, after which the master will settle them and they start their own life. No young man now wants to have his master. They want to go to native doctors to prepare juju and get rich overnight, because these native doctors will come online and tell urge people they want clients. These native doctors will come online and tell young boys to come to their shrine. They will prepare juju for them to get rich, to make their clients pay, to make Europeans or whatever, Asian people pay them money. So these young people, these young men, whatever they were asked to bring, you see them, bring it. And you wonder why our societies are rotten. You wonder why our societies are rotten. Why things are not going on well in our societies. So much crime. And the government should look into this. These native doctors, are they paying tax? These churches, are they paying tax? These mosques, are they paying tax to the government? They are not. For those of you who do not know, here in Europe, churches pay tax. I remember when I newly came here, for those of you who do not know, you see, in Africa, most of the churches and mosques, you see, are privately owned, private businesses. They take tithes and offerings. They receive tithes and offerings, but they don't pay tax to the government. Churches, mosques, do they pay tax to the government? If you want to have a sane society, you need to do the right thing. When I came here, listen attentively. When I came here, they asked me, which denomination do I belong to? I said then I was a Catholic member, Roman Catholic. Listen, when they noted it down, few months after, they start sending me bill to pay, tax. Then it was 300 shilling every month. 300 shilling every month I've got to pay as a member of Catholic. I said, what? I was surprised when I came here. They asked me my religion. If you say you are a Catholic, you've got to be paying tax to the government, to Roman Catholic. Don't you know? For those of you who like to argue, I'm telling you what I witnessed. They sent me a bill to pay. 300 shilling then. So I was surprised. I said, what was this bill for? They said, I must, and if you don't pay, they increase it and they take it to court. Some of you don't know what's going on. I had to go and denounce, I think renounce or denounce. Say, I was no longer a member of Catholic Church. That was how, I said, no, I don't want, I said, I don't want to be a member of the, because, listen, as long as you say you are a member, you'll be paying the tax. Every month you pay. Don't you know? You've got to pay. Now the question is, all these pastors who are billionaires, who own all these churches, are they paying tax to the government? This is to tell you that Africa is not an organized society. These churches are mosques. These churches, did you know, if this, how do you monitor the amount of money they receive each Sunday? The amount of money they get at every service. These people reckon they make billions and they don't pay nothing to the government. The mosque, the churches, and the rest. You wonder why Africa is poor. We don't do the right things. And somebody will say, this is our own way, our culture. What? Churches don't pay tax. Mosques don't pay tax. Native doctors don't pay tax. Then, where is the money going to? How do we, where is the money going to come from then if nobody pays tax to the government? The thing is, listen, when you raise this issue now, they begin to call you enemy, an enemy. How can I be an enemy when you don't want things to be done right? How do you, because even the people, you see the people tell you you are fighting Christendom, you are fighting Islam. I told you guys, I said, listen, other races, other continents, they are into, what's it called? Manufacturing of products. They produce things. Now, what we have in Africa, what do we manufacture in Africa? The only thing we manufacture in Africa are, the things we manufacture in Africa are churches and mosques, religion. Religion, churches. All the streets are built, all the streets are filled with churches and mosques in Africa. On Fridays and on Sundays, they put on their loudspeakers. They will not allow you to hear word. On Fridays, the Muslims will be screaming. On Sundays, the Christians will be screaming. Their loudspeakers on. But you want to live in Europe here, where things are done accordingly. Those of you that are living in abroad, have you seen where mosque or church, loud their speakers? Have you seen it? You don't do it. If you do it, they close that church. This mosque, if you make noise in your mosque, if you put on your loudspeaker, that mosque will be closed. If you make noise in your church, that church will be closed. Do you know? Pray within your house or your church premises. No noise should disturb the neighbors. Everybody aspires to come to abroad where things are done right. But you don't want to do things the way it should be done in your societies. Yes. You wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock. Mosque will put on their loudspeaker. 5 o'clock in the morning, they'll begin scream. Churches, where I said in Africa, they kept night vigil. The whole night they would be singing. They wouldn't allow you sleep. The thing is, they will even loud their speakers. Their speakers will be loud the whole night. They'll be screaming and shouting. Noise everywhere, noise pollution everywhere. Who is to talk to these people? How do we change this mentality? How do we change it? Somebody said, get out. And this person now will be praying to come to abroad. You see, he said, Oga, get out. You see, these are people who are not willing to learn. And when you come to abroad, you will adapt to the system. You claim that Europeans are better than you, but you don't want to do the right thing. Go to churches in the night. Maybe you are a pastor, you are a businessman. You eat from church. Noise pollution everywhere. You don't allow people to sleep. The churches and the mosque, every day they put on loudspeakers and be making noise. Such things don't exist. Listen. I'm not minding him. The next thing is I will block him now. He is not supposed to be here. That is, what's the name now? Any more comments, I block him. He's not supposed to be here. He has no respect. First of all, I might be older than your father. So if you have no respect for me, that means you have no respect for your father. It means you lack home training. You saw a man of almost 60 years and you said, Oga, get out. That means this is what we are talking about. You have no discipline. This is my page. You have no discipline. You said you saw videos I'm dropping. What's your business? If you don't like my video, you get out. Go to where you like their videos. You are not forced to be here. Nobody forced you. You see how people look for problem. Nobody forced you to watch my video. I did not force you. If you go to a page and you don't like what they are doing, you get out. Why are you here? If you know you don't like my videos, why are you watching me? Why don't you go to where they are doing what you like? That way you avoid problem. You see now, if I come for you now, some people who did not know how it started might start blaming me. You understand me? So some people who don't know how, you came to my page now and you came to talk down on me. If I should start making problem with you now, some people might say, this man is making problem. But if you don't like what I'm doing, why don't you get out? Nobody forced you. If you see a video I made you don't like, next time don't watch my video. Skip my videos. And you said you don't like my videos. Why are you watching my live broadcast? You should move. That is what sensible. I don't know who you are. A sensible man should, at least if you don't like me, you get away. You go to somewhere else. You go to where they are doing what you like. And what I'm saying here is that churches and mosques. Okay, let's move. Let's move. Yes, he should get. Now, many people, Joby, I see you. Many people want to live in Europe here. Many people want to, you go to embassies. If you see the number of, messages I'm getting every day. Messages I'm getting from African people who want to escape hardship, bad governance. You want to come to a sane society. You don't want to make your society sane. You see how they think. You want to come to a sane society. Those things they are doing, the things that made Europe a sane society, why don't you replicate it in your countries, in Africa? When people come up with the idea, when people come up with the idea, see, noise pollution everywhere. Churches, mosques make too much noise. They put on loudspeakers on Fridays, on Sundays. Why don't we stop it and do? This is why tourists don't come to your countries, because somebody who traveled a long distance, by the time the person eventually come to rest, some people came to rest. See, some people, yeah, yes. Did you know that there are people who work at night, like here in Europe here? See, these people don't know how things are done. We have discos. I went to club well in the 90s. Clubs have soundproof system. Some are underground. Clubs, people live in the same building with clubs, but they don't hear the music. You don't use your business, your churches, or your mosque to disturb your neighbors. You don't use it. Let me tell a lot of you what you do not know. There are nurses and doctors who work at night. Nurses and doctors, the whole night they work. And these nurses and doctors, when they come back in the morning, they want to sleep. Like they came home 7 a.m. in the morning. They worked in the night, and they came back to sleep. And you are making noise with your loudspeaker. You understand me? You are making noise with your church activities or with your mosque activities. How can somebody who did night job sleep? You don't think about this because there are things you don't want to hear. I'm asking you, how can somebody who went on night duty, who had a night walk, how can the person, well, let me block this person. Let me block this person now. This person needs to be blocked instantly. This person doesn't need to be here. Yeah, it's gone. This person has been blocked. You don't come to my page and mess up. If you do not know, I'm not begging for followers. The person has been blocked. I like-minded people. I want like-minded people here. Birds of the same feathers flock together. So if you are here, we have to be of the same feather. We've got to be like-minded. Do you understand me? You cannot come. Why should you come? Somebody you don't like his videos. If you don't like my videos, you don't like my program, why should you come to watch me? And the thing is, to tell you how some people are, when you know that I'm not doing well, I'm not running my program well, you go and do your own program. Those things I'm not speaking fine. I'm not saying I'm not doing well. Go do your own. Use your channel, build your own audience, and then use if it is easy. Do you think it is easy to to build a page? Do you think it is easy to get a page, to build a page? Go talk and let's see how many people that will follow your page. Now let's continue. Victor, I see you big time. Now, the government needs to look into the activities of these churches and this mosque. The noise pollution, disturbing the neighbors every time. And these are the things a lot of people don't want to witness when they go to Africa. On Sundays, you put your loudspeaker on, disturbing the whole area. On Fridays, the mosque will be disturbing. Early in the morning, 5 a.m. And on Sundays, the same thing. Who does that? But when you come to Europe here, you adapt. You respect the law. You make mouth. You are proud. You are living in a civilized country. Civilized people. Why don't you make your place civilized? Why don't you make your place civilized? You pray and beg to come and live in civilized climate. But when people come up with solution, you don't want that solution. You don't want the right thing to be done. You don't want it. Let me tell you what you do not know. Here, even when a neighbor plays loud music, one day there was one man living above me. You know, the man was just playing music up and down. It was after 10 p.m. that day. He was just partying up and down with his wife, playing like as if he was in a disco club. I called the police because I could not sleep. The police came, knocked at my door, said I called the police. I said, where was the music coming from? I directed the police. The police went to them, said they should lower that music. That after 10 p.m., they were not supposed to play music loud. And if they want to play music, they should play music within their room space. The sound of that music should not exceed their door or their window. They shouldn't play music to disturb their neighbor. Because many people went to night walk. Many people just came back from night walk. And the police instructed them, if you play music, if they get a report that they played another music, they continued, they will get fined. They will get fined. They will be fined. Immediately they stopped. In Africa, you see somebody, you say it's a record, what is it? CD seller, it's a music, whatever, music studio, whatever. They will be playing noise pollution everywhere. Did you know? We are talking about getting our societies right. Did you know here in Vienna, you don't honk. You don't honk. Cars don't honk. You only honk if human life is threatened. That is when you can honk. You don't honk. That is, you don't blow horn. It is not allowed. Do you understand me? You don't honk. If you honk, sometimes if you honk, police catch you. They will stop you, ask you, why are you honking? Immediately you land, you touch down in Africa, everywhere is noise. Some people will be fighting and screaming. Somebody will put the music on very loud, like crazy people place. Everybody will be shouting up and down, shouting. That is, you'll be wondering, man, where are you? People will be shouting for no reason. Other activities everywhere. You see, some people will be fighting somewhere. Another people will be quarreling somewhere. That is, man, the thing that is going on in Africa is not a small thing. It's called enjoyment, okay? So, having said all this, you discover that you can also contribute in building your own country. Somebody said you like to party and have fun. You can contribute in making your society better. Do you understand me? You understand me? You can contribute in making your society better. It's not only the responsibility of, well, I like it too, Seth. I like it because here is, yes, that one of that noise, not extreme noise. So yes, I like it too. You understand me? That noise too, because here now it's too quiet. You walk on the streets, you don't hear any noise, you don't see anybody. Everywhere is too quiet. That is extremely quiet. So, man, I've spoken for a long time now. So I want to take a break and come back later. So many things to discuss about, but we are going to, keep talking, and I am here to create awareness, and I'm doing it. At least a lot of people have heard my voice. Yes, many have heard. You want to participate? Ginger, okay, make a request. Did you make a request? Okay, let me bring you in. Okay, let me bring you in. Ginger, did you make a request? Make a request, let me bring you. Okay. 1 second. 1 second, let me change the battery first. Let me.
Hi, Uncle Rody. Nice to have you again.
You're welcome. How are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm just back from Africa. You remember I messaged you that I sent in one of your videos that I'm in Africa. You should come and relax there, but not in your own country.
But I did not see, maybe I did not see the message. Did I see it?
On the video that you said you were stressed, and I said, come to Africa, but don't go to your own country.
Okay.
Go another country that they don't know you.
Okay. So you are back now?
Yeah, I'm back. And you know what you are saying, Uncle Rody? I don't understand how people can get angry for you speaking for the betterment of Africa.
These people they are the ones spoiling Africa. So
Yes.
they want it to continue. Some people thrive in chaos. They want it to continue.
I'm listening to you while I'm cleaning for I don't know how many hours you are on, and I agree with everything you say. And the thing is, the way you are speaking about the system in Austria is the same system in Holland. So why is it that the Europeans have the same system for their countries? No, they are not the same. The same thing. You are talking about the noise. I'm just from Gambia. We can't sleep early in the morning, 5 o'clock. They are making noise with the mosques because it's a Muslim country.
You see it? You see this what
can't sleep because you must wake up. You understand? And then you just say in Europe they don't make those noise. And it had me thinking like this is something I haven't realized for over 30 years that there is no noise here from any religion.
No.
You are not disturbing anyone. You can have your place, you practice your religion, but just don't be disturbed to other people that don't practice it.
Yeah.
Because they respect. And then again, you are talking about Uncle Roddy. When the president was coming, they cut the traffic for 2 hours. So imagine you are in critic. You're about to die.
In an emergency situation.
Yes. You have to wait until the president and his 20 to 40 cars back by. Yeah, what is important when ambulance is coming? Everyone clear the road because human life is so important. You remove your car to let the ambulance go.
In Africa, no. In Africa, even the president, any politician can block the road for 3 hours and they will be beating the citizens.
Yes, Uncle Randy, so I said, is it only the president that carried this whole convoy? They said no, even minister's wife, even minister girlfriend, even president wife, any ministers will carry this kind of convoy. I'm like, so I took my phone. I said, let me show you guys our president in Holland, and you see how he goes to work. We don't need convoy. We don't need nothing. The rich are oppressing the poor. Uncle Roddy, when I was staying, the light went off. I asked the worker to put the generator on just for 5 minutes for emergency thing. The guy didn't even put the generator on. The fact that he just started, the owner told him, I'm going to cut off your salary. I'm like, what? This 80 euros you are paying this guy every month. What is that salary you're cutting going to benefit you? Your dad is a millionaire. You own property everywhere. You are oppressing the poor, and they don't care. And what you are saying, in Europe, people die here. No one is having big party. No. You go, you pick up your dead body, you walk into the funeral home, you finish, everyone go their way.
No.
But in Africa, they are having millions. That's when people try to show off while your own people are suffering. You have places where the president is going with his convoy and people are sleeping on the ground and they don't do nothing about the situation.
They don't care, Seth. They don't care.
They don't care. And then you are speaking about it and people are telling you, you are all this, you are that. That is why they will never grow. They will never grow because what you are saying is fact to educate themselves. Because if they listen to you, they can bring that message to the next person, to the next person, to the next person. Who are the government? We are the government. So if you guys are not agreeing with the little knowledge, do you guys think it's easy for Uncle Rudy to come here and put his camera on and speak to you? Are you guys paying him? No. He's just doing it because he loves Africa and he loves his people and he wants to see what he's experiencing in Europe. That's what it should be in Africa. And you guys are insulting him. Like, you think it's easy to put camera on and sit the whole day and talk? Uncle Rudy, everything you said in Austria, that's the same thing in Holland. And identity card, you must work with identity card. If police catch you, you don't have your ID card, they will fine you.
Yes.
They will fine you because they want to know who you are. Because in case you walk out and you commit a crime, then they catch you, they will know straight away who is this person. So, if we're trying to like educate you guys with free knowledge and you're insulting someone, then you don't belong here. That means you don't want to grow, you don't want to learn. Because everything Uncle Rodi is saying, I'm not even Nigeria, we're not in the same country. I'm telling you guys, that's the same thing that happened in my country. They respect their citizen. They don't put you down because you are in the government. No. Like the charity you were talking about, we have the same charity here. We have the same flower house here.
Good.
In Africa, if you're in domestic relationship, where are they going to put you? Nowhere. Your family will tell you go back home.
You see
But
it?
here they make a place where women can come and relax themselves and they will treat you good. They will not make your partner to find you. They will make sure you are secure until they will even relocate you to another house. To not go back to that problem. They have place for this less fortunate, the people that are not really working are on social. Every Christmas, they give present to these people. Organization come together. They don't show their names. Uncle Rudy, look at GoFundMe. You can go put money on GoFundMe without putting your name. Nobody will know who you are.
Yes.
But in Africa, if people donate, they want to make you know they donate 30,000, 40,000, 50,000. And what do you think the poor person is going to do? The last time on TikTok, there was a car that a family got kidnapped and the car was like parking somewhere with blinking a light. There is no kidnapping here in Europe. Who are you going to kidnap for money? They will catch you. Camera is everywhere. As I was in Africa, I went to Google to put my house address. I saw my house picture on Google with the thing I put on my balcony. It's on Google. So we are telling you guys this knowledge for free, like protect your citizen, and you guys are offended by it. He's not saying protect our leaders. He's saying protect the poor, protect the citizen, and yet you guys are offended by it. It's a pity, Uncle Rodi, but we are learning from you. We are learning. There are people here who are learning every day, and those that don't want to learn, they can go. And that's just it, Uncle Rodi.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate you. And you are welcome once again.
Yes, I know.
So
thank you.
You are welcome. So the thing.
Hi to your wife.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. So you see, many of the people you see come to make problem, many of the people you see dispute my videos, these are the ones who are spoiling Africa. Because there are people who want the corruption, the dysfunctional system to continue. Do you understand me? When I spoke about fake medications, anybody that is against my speech, my program, because a lot of people are dying as a result of taking fake medication. So anybody you see, come say, what am I talking about? That person is a manufacturer of a fake medication, fake drug. You see, as I spoke about fake alcoholic beverages, like hot drinks, and somebody is against me for speaking up against selling fake drinks. These are the people who manufacture it. That's their business. And they believe somebody like me is spoiling their business. How can a native doctor, you say you are a native doctor, and you encourage crime by preparing juju, sham for the youths to go scam others, and you say we should not speak? When you, as a native doctor, you come online and tell people to come to your shrine, you can prepare juju for them to get rich. What you are doing is you are discouraging hard work. You are discouraging hard work. You don't want, today, our youths don't want to take things step by step. They want to get rich quick, get rich overnight. That's why they are hunting you down. They want to kidnap you. They want to rob you. And you are running. You caused it. And you don't want to hear the truth. The person I blocked, I was talking about noise pollution. See, let me tell you, if you like, you listen to me. If you don't like, you leave it. I'm not a religious person. And I'm talking based on what I've seen in abroad. Because I've spent most of my life here. So all my videos are based on the things I've seen. Your religion is between you and whoever you believe in. Whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, don't use your religion to disturb your neighbors. This is the civilized way of doing things. Whether you're a Christian, it's between you and your Allah. I mean, your God. You're a Muslim, it is between you and your God. Don't use it to disturb anybody. If you want to pray 24 hours, stay inside your house, inside your mosque, inside your, what is it, church. Pray from now till next year. It's not nobody's business. As long as you are not using it to disturb me or disturb others, you are good to go. You are good to go. Nobody, you are not going to mosque or to church to impress me or impress your neighbors. You go to church to pray to your Allah or your God. Are we the people? You are making noise. You want us to hear your voice. Are you praying to us? You are not praying to us. Why should we hear your prayers? The nightclubs in Europe here don't make noise. They have soundproof system. The nightclub, the disco, we went to disco here. The discos we have here don't make, people live in the same building, but they don't complain. You understand me? People live, I went to club too. You say there are apartments, you understand me, where they have clubs, but they, no matter how they play the music, it doesn't come outside. It doesn't disturb nobody. At times, another thing I observed is, at times they site a club in isolated place. They site a club where the noise will not affect the neighbors, disturb the neighbors. Yes, I've seen it too, where they cited a club somewhere where it is where it's isolated. The noise don't disturb others. I'm telling you how things are done. You aspire to come and live in abroad. This is how to begin. Make your own country livable, conducive. Do you understand what I'm talking about now? So guys, with this, I want to end the broadcast. Victor, it must be soundproof, and mostly there are some clubs that are in the city center, but they are soundproof. You cannot hear. People live in the same building. Many in first districts, in city centers, but you cannot hear sound, even if you are at the window. Do you understand me? So, yes, in the city center, it's soundproof too. Yes, I went to club too. Okay, Joby, I see you. Paul by Waters, I see you. So, guys, I want to end the broadcast here. I appreciate everyone who joined us. This is how we do it here. So we know the look face. We are not here to prove anything to anybody. We say it as it is. The party must go on. So If you don't like what we do here, you remove yourself. We are not begging anybody to stay. If you don't like it, you remove yourself. People who like what we do here will join us. Okay? We are not here to beg anybody to follow the page, or if you don't like it, you go to where they do what you like. But we must continue to speak up. We are not stopping anytime soon. Anything that they are not doing right in Africa, we keep saying about it. Anything, I'm coming back again. I've got nothing doing. I'm coming back again with another banger. If you don't like it, you go to where they say what you like. Many things, all the ills in our societies will be exposed. Nobody, that's why you don't feed me. I'm not scared of saying the truth. You don't feed me. I'm not scared of saying, I must continue to say the truth. So I don't know when I'm going live, but I'm going live later today. I don't like sitting for too long. So, man, take care of yourselves, and that's it. I appreciate everybody who joined us, and both the ones that gave me gifts and the ones that did not give me gifts, I appreciate you all. We are not stopping now. There are things I see on social media that irritates me. Things shouldn't be done that way, especially when grown men and women mess up. Do you understand me? You made money, it is for you. We don't want to know if you are rich or poor. So, we don't want to know if you are rich or poor, but don't use your money to corrupt the youth. Taiwo, nowhere. See you later. So, guys, I want to say thank you and be blessed to everybody.